we're going to write a short application using a while loop. So this is a loop that will execute as long as a certain condition is met. In this case, we are going to generate random numbers and look for a number that matches one that we're looking for. So let's start this random while, and I'm going to put it in a good place, and we'll let NetBeans generate the sort of template Java file for this application, including the main method, which is where we're going to work. So let's write a little bit of pseudocode here in the comments so that we know the steps that we're going to take. We're going to create a random number generator, and then we're going to use it to generate a random number between 1 and 20, or actually I guess we'll generate between 0 and 19. And then we're going to enter the loop if the number is not 17, because that's the magic number that we're going to be looking for. So as long as the value is not 17, we're going to enter into that. And once we're inside the loop, so I'm going to just move over a little bit here. Once we're inside the loop, we're going to print out the non-matching number. And then we're also going to generate a new number. And then once we're done and break out of the loop, that'll happen when the number does match. We're going to print out the matching number. Okay, so those are the steps that we're going to take, and there's a little loop in here that we're going to generate a new random number until we get the one that we're looking for. Now, random numbers, the random number generator that we use is in the java.util package, and it's called random. So put this, oh sorry, I missed the word import again. Put the word import and then java.util.random right after your package statement up here. And then down inside of your main method, we're going to create a random number generator. So we're going to make a new random object, r, and that's how we do that. And I didn't mention this before, but if you put a value in here in the constructor for your random number generator, you can, it's called a seed value, and you can get the same quote-unquote random numbers or pseudo-random numbers consistently, so that you can try your program multiple times with the same input, same random input over and over again if you want to. Sometimes that's helpful to nail down bugs when you're not sure what's going wrong. So let's generate a random number. Well, we're going to need to store it somewhere, so let's have an integer variable, an int variable called number, and to get a new random number it's r.nextInt, and I want it in between 0 and 19, which means I put in the value 20, which is one higher than the maximum that I'm looking for. And now I'm going to enter the loop if that value is not 17. So a while loop starts with the word while, and then the condition goes in brackets here. So while my number is not equal, that's exclamation point equals, while it's not equal to 17, I want to enter into my loop, and my loop is going to go down to there. So now I've got two more things that I want to accomplish while I'm inside of the loop. So while this number is not 17, I'm going to print out that non-matching number. So system.out.println, and I want to print out no match, colon, I put a space there to make it tidy, and outside the quotes plus number, and a semicolon to end that line. So that would print no match 5, no match 19, things like that. And then I'm going to generate a new number. So number, I'm going to set it equal to, same thing as before, r.nextInt 20. And now that's the end of the loop, so that this stretch right here is going to repeat. It's going to check to see if my new number is 17, and if it is not, it will print out that new value and generate a new one over and over again until I do satisfy or break this condition. So when the number is 17, it's going to stop. Then I want to print that value out. System.out.println, and a match. It's And then to be 100% sure that we broke at the right time, I'm going to print out our number, and then we'll be able to, sort of as a troubleshooting, make sure that we did break at the right time. Okay, let's give it a shot and see if we have any. See any yet. Aha, did we get that on the very first try, or did I forget to print out things? Well, let's run it again and see if we get new values. There we go. So we happened to get it on the first try the first time. The second time we ran the program with different random numbers, you can see we had a whole bunch of not matching numbers, none of which are 17. And then finally, we have a match, and it's 17. Okay, so that's a while loop. It runs as long as this condition is true, in this case that the number was not 17. When it's finished, this code block, it retests that every time. If this ever fails, it hops down after the while block and continues running from there. Thanks a lot.